Corey, and we're back with another adventure. Today we're actually in Indianapolis, and we're visiting another zoo. So it's been a little while since I brought you any content. Finally decided to get out of the house. So we're actually at the Indianapolis Zoo. We're gonna check out what they have to offer here. I know they've got a lot of babies that have been born recently, so you know I love me some babies. So we're probably gonna try to see if we can find some of those babies and check and see what else they have at the zoo. Let's go. One thing that they've got that's really nice, as soon as you walk in, the entrance is this beautiful garden here. They've got some ducks over here, and yeah. So it's off to a great start. It's pretty neat. It is a little bit of a dreary day out here. It's supposed to be on and off rain, but it is what it is. So after you walk out of the gardens, when you first come in, you're forced to go in through this building before you get into the main part of the zoo. I think they share some information on the zoo and stuff like that. This is pretty cool. You got a little video. So, all right, let's go to the main part of the zoo. And right here, as soon as you exit that building, they've got a brand new exhibit. It's going to be the chimpanzee exhibit, and I think it's supposed to open in May of 2024. I'm actually here at the beginning of May, but it is not open yet. So a little bit later on this month, it should be open. And you can see some chimps or chimpanzees. I think the game plan for today is we're going to actually start at the back of the zoo and then work our way forward, because most of the stuff that I think I want to see is located towards the rear of the zoo. So in the rear of the zoo, I think they've got mostly the African exhibits, and I know they've got like a big orangutan exhibit that I've seen before. It's pretty cool. We'll start in the back and come forward. Kind of cool. You can actually ride a little bitty family roller coaster inside of the zoo. Can't say I've seen a lot of those, in at least the zoos I've been in. We're still making our way towards the back of the zoo. About to enter in the plains. So the plains is, I guess, what they call their African exhibit. Anybody want to take a guess at what we're going to look at first? All right. If you guessed elephants, you would be correct. You know, I can't come to the zoo without visiting my elephants. And you know, after the Louisville Zoo lost Fitz, its little baby, it's had me a little bit sad. But I do like seeing other elephants. And the Indianapolis Zoo actually has a newborn elephant as well. So they had a brand new African elephant, just like Fitz was. He was born on September the 4th, 2023. So he's a little bit under a year old now. His name is Jabari. And I'm not seeing him out right now, but I'm hoping but we can see him at some point today. So we'll see. finally see the baby. It came out. I think it should be there. So let's take a look at all this. This always brings me joy to watch the little babies. Well, I gotta say, this really does bring back memories. It makes me think of Fitz a lot, you know, because I can remember going to the Louisville Zoo and watching him for hours on end. And watching Jabari is a lot like that. It's really sweet to see him with his mother. I mean, you can't beat this as far as I'm concerned. This is just great to sit here and watch and observe them. Well, it's really hard for me to break away and stop watching the baby elephant, Jabari. But there is a whole rest of the zoo to look at, so I'm going to try to break away and we'll go look at some other stuff. Maybe see if we can find some more babies. So let's go. All right, well, right next to the African elephant exhibit, you've got the cheetahs, so might as well look at some cheetahs for a little bit, huh? Well, it looks like that might be about the most action we're going to get out of the cheetahs, at least for right now. They're sitting back and relaxing. So let's move on and see what else we can find. Well, also right next to the cheetahs, they got these guinea fowl. So let's maybe look at them for a little bit. Well, they got some greater kudu over here, which is, I think they're a subspecies of antelope. But they've got a couple newborns here, but I can't tell if any of the ones that are out here are newborns or not, probably because they grow up pretty fast. I think one was born in like July and another one was born in like another month or so later last year. So they might look like they're kind of full grown, but you can see a couple of them play fighting. The Guinea Baboons, well known for their very ornate and pink butt, among other things. So let's watch them for a little bit. checking out the white rhinos. They also have a baby, but again, I don't see them out. But there are 3 rhinos out, so you can watch them. So, still cool. And you can't come to the zoo without visiting the lions, if they have them. So, big African lion, gotta check it out, right? Somebody, while we're observing the lions, said it best. They look really real, and I'd say that's an accurate description. They always just look like they're really majestic, just kind of taking survey of everything that's going on. Really cool.
Here's something that you don't see every day, unless you perhaps work at the zoo. Looks like they're filling up one of the ponds in one of the habitats here. Kind of a unique behind-the-scenes perspective on things that happen.
You can see over here, you got a couple warthogs, and then you got 2 porcupines there in the back over here. So they're not doing a whole lot. Porcupines were moving around a little bit. Warthogs, they're snoozing. So. So at this point, we have pretty much seen everything that is in the plains area that isn't, well, that's actually out. So stuff like the giraffes and the zebra and stuff like that, I didn't actually see out. So we still got to see a good amount of animals, and we got to see the baby elephant. So, I mean, baby elephant for me is a major win. I could have just watched the elephant alone, honestly. Let's see what else the zoo has to offer, though. So we're over here at the flamingo flock, and as usual, they're always up to something. Got some sort of squabble and have interesting interactions. So let's look at them for a little bit.
One thing you'll notice about these flamingos is they have some darker ones and then there's some lighter ones. And that's because there's two species that the Indianapolis Zoo has. So the darker colored ones are American flamingos, and the lighter colored ones are Chilean flamingos.
Here, the orangutans. I think the zoo is pretty well known for its orangutan habitat, and this one here is mother to a baby that is kind of off to the side that's harder to see. I actually remember seeing that baby the last time I was at the zoo and taking some photographs, so I'll try to pop in that picture because it's one that I'll never forget. But it's a baby and mom bonding. It's really cool. So it's cool to see them, growing up. Like everything, everything grows up and it happens really fast, it seems like.
And here is Mother Silly, who I mentioned earlier. She seems to be bored with me. And here's a look at baby Mila, although she's not really a baby anymore.
Alright, so behind me here is actually the bigger orangutan habitat. It is really something to see. This is actually where I saw the mom and the baby, years ago that I just showed you a second ago. But here's the larger, habitat that they have. It's pretty neat to look at. So let's go see what orangutans have in store for us today. And once you enter the building on the second level, actually on the inside they've got a whole bunch of nice information about orangutans and what they do and so forth. So it's a really nice learning experience in addition to being able to get to see the orangutans.
And this active little guy is named Max. Max is also 8 years old, just like Mila.
Just like humans. Huh, interesting. But I mean, they are very close to us, I guess. Last time I was here at the zoo, it might have either been him or the other one. I can't remember.
Oh, there's another right there.
I don't think it might have been her, because I remember she was clinging to mother a whole lot. So I've got a really nice photo.
And this, I believe, is Charlie, if I'm correct. And if I am correct, he is 30 years old, so he's a little bit older than some of the other ones we've seen today. I'm not sure who this is, but I do think it's really cute that she seems to be amused with the baby. So she's taking a great interest in the baby and looking at it, which is really neat.
right, so here we are in the kangaroo habitat, and they've actually got a whole bunch of babies here, or baby joeys. They're all about a year or younger. You can't tell those; they're kind of almost adult size. But there's a little group in here. I gotcha.
Oh, and that's his mommy.
Okay. So how long do they typically stay in the pouch?
So they can stay in up to a year. They don't usually get to a year all the time, so a lot of them stay up to
That's always a good thing. Yeah.
So by the end of May, they will all have their full houses. 3 of our girls are going together to Michigan, and 3 of the boys are going to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Huh.
It's been pretty active all day, so I'm surprised they're all nap time is coming up. Yeah. Wow, I'm sorry. Yeah, we only have a
Hello. Hello. Is your name Pearl? Are you Pearl? Are you Pearl? All right, now that we're done with all those cute joeys and the kangaroos, decided to come over here and check out some sea life. So they've got actually a big dolphin pavilion here. So let's go look at some dolphins. Those are always cool. Oh, you're gonna be in for a treat. This is really, really cool. Check this out. kudos to the Indianapolis Zoo on that habitat. I mean, that's pretty special. Anytime that you got it dimly lit to reduce all the glare and just watching dolphins in a unique scenario like that, I mean, that's really, really cool. Super awesome experience. So if you ever get a chance, you definitely want to check that out. Well, after you get out of the dolphin experience, we're actually getting pretty close to the front of the zoo again. But as you're exiting and heading towards the front, they have this pretty cool pavilion out here. Like I know they've done some presentations in the past. I remember seeing a bird presentation here, which I don't know that they still do or not. But either way, it's, you know, from an architectural standpoint, it's pretty cool. So take a look at that real fast. I mean, just look at that. That's pretty cool. We call it the perch. Red-tailed macaques. So they're kind of tucked away in the back here, but we'll see what we can see. So here we are at this last pavilion. Right now we're looking at seals and sea lions. They're always a treat. So let's watch them for a little bit. Here we go. And I guess this last pavilion is what they call the Oceans Pavilion. So let's go inside and see what they have.
Doesn't matter weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks.
So in the oceans, you have a lot of different aquariums, and the fish and sea life are kind of organized via where they live in the world, i.e. like Caribbean or the Amazon or something like that. So in this first aquarium or tank that we're looking in, you got like these look down, you got the cowfish rays, you got some of these dogfish sharks. So it's kind of cool to look around and see all these variety of fish. this is really cool. You've got a moray eel in this tank. I got pictures of him when he was moving, but didn't get any video. So this is as good of a video as we've got. And here are the lionfish, who are in a tank all by themselves. Otherwise, they will more than likely eat the other fish. So. This is really cool too. As you start walking through the exhibit area, they've actually got a touch pool, so you can actually touch some cow-nose rays as well as some sharks. They've even got some baby sharks in here. Get to take a little peek at some clownfish as well. Pretty cool. We're going in and out of the anemone. As you're walking through, they also have this underground viewing area of the sea lion and the seals. So pretty cool here. It's always neat to see them underwater.
Superman is like super fast. All right, well, I think we have pretty much fully toured the zoo and what they have open, at least for today. So that being said, I guess it's going to be time to wrap up. But if you're ever in the Indianapolis area, or specifically downtown, and you have some spare time, you should definitely check out the zoo. It's not overly big, but it's still got a nice variety of animals to go see, and you know, they've got some pretty nice habitats. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know, I invite you to subscribe and you can kind of keep up on what I'm doing. And well, until next time, I'll see you somewhere. Have a good one.